All right, bro, it's T, and I'm back with another video on Leonidas. You know, our good friend Alpha Destiny, bro. 5 worst novice training mistakes, novice mistakes, 5. But that's not really what this video is about. But let's just take a look at him and see what he's doing these days. Oh, he's looking pretty good here, eh? Guess he had to fake it to make it.
It seems like novice lifters are always
Couldn't make it, so he had to fake it. All right.
creating new problems, and in today's video,
So proud, finally proud to show how he faked it.
I'll discuss the 5 most common ones.
Are those circles under your eyes? This is really what I wanted to talk about. The vegan diet. He's on a vegan diet. You see those circles under his eyes? That's what happens on a vegan diet. You become malnourished. He's so pale and he has these black circles under his eyes. See that? Remember, plants and plant foods and all this, they're toxic, bro. They have sugar and toxins in there. They're lack of nutrients as well. They're not like animal products, which have all the nutrients. They don't lack any of them, and they don't have sugar or toxins in meat. But he's on the wrong diet, so he eats the vegan diet. He eats what the cow eats. You're supposed to eat the cow, but he thinks he can eat what a cow eats. So this is what happens when you do these things. There are repercussions to pay for everything in your life, and accelerating aging and the dark circles, the malnourishment, the irritation, and everything. I don't even know how he got this body. That's why he had to fake the body. Vegans can't build bodies like that on a vegan diet. It's impossible. You have to have all nutrients. If you're lacking even one, you won't make it. It's impossible, bro. Let's just watch this video.
The first being trying to get more out of less weight for everything. See, as much as I love and live
You know, this it's in Montreal or something. Lifting on these things out there, yeah. Doing these lifts and exercises. They're great.
by this philosophy, I want my muscles to get the most amount of stimulus with the least amount of fatigue. SFR is king.
He wants to get the most amount of stimulus without fatigue. Yeah, stimulus for what? To get better at lifting this or to get protein synthesis? What exactly are you doing there? I don't know.
If you are a first year lifter,
What's
benching
the purpose of this?
135, you can't even squat 2 plates. Your base strength is in the gut.
If you're a first anything in your lifetime, you can't be good at doing anything. You have to practice at being good at doing that. And this is what I would call fake strength when you're moving objects around, because you couldn't do it normally. You couldn't push 400 pounds normally. You had to work your way up there. And you're relying on chemical and motor unit strength. So that's fake, and it could go away really quickly within 10 days and really fast after that, rapidly. So yeah, it just disappears. But if you build real muscle, you should be able to push that if you build enough muscle. You're 40% muscle mass right now. If you were to go up to 75 like an ant, you should be able to push that with no problem if you ever build muscle. But you're not focused on conquering the body. You want to conquer the weight. Okay, whatever.
You have no muscle mass, yet you're trying to do exercises that
No muscle mass, trying to do exercises. Well, if you're exercising and eating a vegan diet, it's filled with oxalates and poisons and sugars and stuff inside. These oxalate crystals form everywhere, in your joints, everywhere, in your brain, they form in your muscle, in your bones, they actually hollow out your bones and everything. So you exercising is just accelerating the damage of what the oxalate does to your body by accelerating this, by exercising. And you accelerate aging and everything else. These oxalates, man, when they form these crystals everywhere, they just destroy you. That's why people complain about, oh, I have this tendonitis and this problem, knee problems and all that, cracking and all that. In reality, you don't have any problems. What's causing these things, your body is meant to keep you alive. It would never give you any of these problems. It's what you're putting in your mouth. 5 minutes of fun, lifetime of hell. So remember, you should always investigate too as well what you are putting in your mouth. But if you're ignorant about things and just stick anything in your mouth thinking it's healthy, well then you're looking for trouble. It's not what you think you know. It's what you don't know. See, people are always going to say, well, vegetables and fruits, they're healthy. How do you know they're healthy? Well, because I know. Oh, because you know. It's not what you think you know. It's what you don't know that hurts you. And you don't know that they have oxalates in there and they form crystals. Yeah. They're unhealthy for you. They're actually extremely unhealthy. See, you're not supposed to eat the grass. You can't digest cellulose. You're not supposed to eat the grass. The cow eats the grass. You eat the cow. You don't eat what the chicken eats. You eat the chicken. Get it? And that's what makes you healthy. And then you can do the exercises, and then you can focus on health and everything else. But if you get one of these things wrong and then you do this, then the whole thing collapses. It's not sustainable over time. That's why he faked it. That's why I believed he faked this body now. He's using some substance. I don't know what. I can't tell you. He's not going to tell you. But I believe he used a substance because all you have to do is jump over to his very last videos. He couldn't make it for what? Over a decade, and then all of a sudden, at the very last year, in the very last year, he made it. Yeah, okay. And he got really lean. Like, I mean, this is like totally anabolic. Or even I think, creatine can kind of do that, but it looks very anabolic. This doesn't look androgenic. This looks very anabolics. Like somebody using anabolics to get ripped, to get that crazy look. And he did even compete recently in, what was it, a bodybuilding show. Why wouldn't you fake it if these are the things you're doing and you're an influencer and you're trying to get popular? I don't know no influencer that would want to go totally, how should I put it, natural, if they don't even know how to do it natural properly. Why would they keep continuing and failing at it? So they fake it like everybody else to become popular. But this vegan diet is really going to kill him in the end. That's what I'm trying to really... The video is really about his vegan diet, his dark eye circles and everything else.
Force and insane reduction of load. It's like, why? You're already not going heavy.
He looks sick in his eyes. And he wants to push you to go heavy. This is I told you, this is the manlet syndrome, they called it. The Bonaparte syndrome, Bonaparte was like that too. He was a manlet. It's the manlet syndrome. Gotta lift heavier, whatever. Gotta get bigger. Gotta get stronger to get bigger and all this stuff. They're never getting bigger. These manlets. They're stuck like this forever. Look at these eyes. Jesus, man, he looks absolutely sick and pale. He's gonna die soon, probably. Who knows? He's gonna get sick eventually. It'll come around. He's young, so his body can handle quite a bit of this. But eventually, it'll collapse, like every other vegan.
You're already able to recover like Superman. Like you're on grams of gear. Guys,
Yeah.
the fact that you can even run
Yeah, because you're recovering, because you're on grams of gear. That's why. But the other people are. They have to rely on food and natural.
a novice program, squatting 3 days a week, 5x5.
Yeah, see, get good at lifting heavy weight like a factory worker, like a slave, doing by 5x5 like a slave. You think slaves in Egypt, they wanted to move those blocks around and build pyramids and stuff and live off of bread all day? Shit, like slop, eat bread? Nah, man, they want to go out in the wild and be free and, hunt animals, eat animals, and enjoy themselves in nature. They don't want to be tied up in man's world, fake world, building a bunch of stupid-ass buildings, fake-ass shit, and praying to a bunch of fake gods and everything else that they were doing there, whatever else garbage they were doing there. This is the slave mind, slave mentality. The government has you doing this, yeah. Repetitive failure.
All your favorite fitness influencers can't run those novice programs because they're
Kendall Nissen's favorite programs. Who gives a shit?
too strong for it. The absolute low will break down their recovery. Or if they could do so, it's for...
Yeah, I don't know, man. Too many vegans. Look at this look at the muscularity in his skin. That looks, I had friends that took anabolics. That looks very anabolic. That low body fat is extremely anabolic, where it's suppressing the triglycerides from forming in the muscle cells. He's so dry. It's crazy. He's so dry here. Yeah.
For a very short duration, they're going to get
I always knew he was going to fake it eventually.
snapped up. Overuse. Too much fatigue. This is what happens. But for you, axial loading doesn't matter.
Too much fatigue, man. You can't afford to eat food, so you got to exercise the rest of your life. Yeah, I don't know what else to say,
Blending
man.
doesn't matter. Always utilizing extended range of motion, slow negatives, long pauses, horrific leverages, like prioritize.
I gotta go. I'll see you in the next video. I can't get into this whole video. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I don't think he's going very far. I don't know. But like I said, it's to impress people on his channel. It's an influencer, whatever. It's a lifting channel. It's just straight lifting. It gets boring after a while. I don't know. He's never going to grow up. He'll still be a little guy the rest of his life. I'll see you the next one. Ciao, man. Gotta go.